36, 3 is a message of in search of a oneness. So it tells me that you have struggled to find yourself. You've struggled to, what the 3 for me really is that it's like looking for something outside of yourself to make yourself complete, when in reality, that is the illusion. You are complete already. God makes us all complete, or the universe makes us all complete. So the 3, it is that there has been this focus on making yourself complete from the exterior world. But in reality, like I said, it is from you having, you feeling complete within yourself. The 3 is when we're connecting to our genius self. So all through our 30s, or any number, 23, 43, 53, any number that has a 3 in it, there will be this element of a mask coming off. So within our 30s, I think that's why there's this midlife crisis that we experience when we turn 40s, early 40s, because the 30s are us discovering ourselves, us taking off this mask little by little by little by little by little until we get to 40, and it's like, all right, I've had enough of that. I'm not doing that anymore. That's it. That's it. And we move into this newer place. I don't care. It's called I don't care, the 40s. Yeah, so the 30s, there is this element of these masks coming off you and you becoming more of your authentic self, which means that you'll be more inspired. You'll be receiving a lot more information from the universe. There's like this genius that comes out of us with the number 3, which is from this inspiration that we receive from the universe. It's the universe that's giving us this information in whichever way it gives you the information. You may hear it, see it, however you receive it. But it will be giving you information that is inspired information, and then it's for you to take action towards that information. With 36, this information is given you. The 6 is about planting seeds. So let's say you're given this information, and then the 6 is how are you focused on this information. So you've received the information, and let's say the information was, okay, you have your own bit, you're an amazing artist. I'm just giving you an example. You're an amazing artist, but let's say you don't necessarily believe that you are, but the universe is saying, this is what I want you to do. I want you to create these amazing paintings. And you can either think, you can either start painting and allow whatever it is to come out of you, and you put it onto canvas and you feel really happy with what you're doing, and you feel that what you're doing, I was going to say, makes a lot of sense to you. And then you wrote, yes, makes sense. What you're doing is nurturing the seeds that you've planted. So the seeds would be the creating that you're allowing out of you. And then it's to nurture what it is that's coming out of you. So you feel really positive about it. You feel really uplifted by it. You feel encouraged by it, motivated, committed. They're higher frequency feelings. Or you can not want to do the paintings, or you do them, but you're like, yeah, but who's going to buy this? A child could do better than it. No one's going to buy this painting. Who is going to, and even if they do buy it, let's say I sell it for £1, I'm not going to get a lot more than that. It's not like I'm going to be a Van Gogh or something and get millions from my paintings. That's a negative way of viewing what you're doing, because that's believing that you're not good enough, which wouldn't be nurturing your seeds. It would be talking yourself out of the possibilities. And 3 and 6 together are a 9, which means that there are possibilities, opportunities, because 3 and 6 together are opportunities. They would be opportunities if you're nurturing your seeds and you're confident in yourself, in your authenticity, what you're expressing, what you're showing the world, there would be opportunities for you. But if you move through the lower frequency of, I'm not really sure people will really get it, I'm not really sure people will understand me, I'm not really sure I'm good enough for this, I don't really know how I'm going to do this, I don't really know, I don't know. Then, or there would also be this element, because it is a 9, of the trauma bag on your back, which is, but even if somebody wants to buy it, they're going to, or if somebody wanted to, let's say, I would still use the arts, let's say somebody offered you an opportunity to have an exhibition, that would be in higher frequency, no? But with a 9 has the possibility of thinking in lower frequency with the trauma bag. Yeah, but everybody always lets me down, and they say they're going to do this for me, and they don't do jack for me. Everything I have to do myself. Nobody ever does anything. All they do is take from me. Take and take and take. They hurt me, they lie to me, they cheat on me, they abuse me. They just take. That's all they do. That's all they do, and that's all they've ever done. But as long as you focus on that, what you're attracting more of is that. The past few years stem from trauma. The past few years probably showed you your trauma, triggered your trauma in such a way, which is the numbers that you were experiencing as well. 8 is especially one of them, because it brings everything forward. If you when you, the last couple of years, you said stem from trauma, but all of your life has stemmed from the trauma. It's not the past few years that created this trauma that you experienced. The past few years triggered the trauma that you experienced, and what you've had the ability to do in the past couple of years is to look at that trauma. So it means that it's giving you this opportunity to change that trauma, to act in a different way towards those triggers, to act in a different way, make different choices, so that you're not constantly walking in that trauma over and over and over again. That's what these past few years have done for you. They've given you this new vision, this new way of being able to view your world, new perspective, so that you're able to take different actions towards what you're walking towards. And that it's like such a blessing when you get triggered. It doesn't feel like it at all. It will not feel like it while you're experiencing it, because it feels really hard. Especially, like I said, with a 7, it's all about being frustrated all the time, which feels like anger. Frustration, it is a very aggressive feeling, isn't it? Frustration. So at 34, there was probably a lot of anger coming out of you, but that anger was towards that child version of you, not towards the child version of you, sorry, towards the trauma that child version of you experienced. And you had this opportunity to allow it out. Whatever that you were experiencing at 34, it wasn't really that was the trauma. It was what you had experienced before, and what you experienced at 34 allowed that to come out of you. So well done you for allowing it out. Well done. And 35 would have been this, your world feels like it's falling apart, but it was this trauma that you were allowing out, so that you're able to lay these firm foundations, so that when you went into the 36, this 9, the bag of trauma that you had been carrying around, that would have felt like you can't trust anybody, you can't let anybody in, you have to be this independent person, that should have eased up over this past year. So now you are able to walk into more, you are able to walk in a more trusting way towards people. You are able to put yourself out there and allow yourself to be vulnerable around people that you wouldn't have been before. So 36 is about you having that mask off, being confident in having that mask off. And having that mask off, like I said, it allows you to receive information, inspired information. It allows you to be extremely creative. So with that creative energy, the 6 is about planting the seed. So whatever this creation is coming out of you, allow yourself to flow with it. Because when you flow with it, them seeds that you're planting, you will nurture and you will allow them to grow. And the 9 is the opportunities that come from you nurturing those seeds. The opportunities will be something, they're big, the opportunities, because the information that you've received from the 3 is the universe's information that it's given to you for you to walk in a way that you don't have to worry. Your finances will change. Your whatever it is that you have struggled with will change through these opportunities. But it's about you walking towards the opportunities with an open heart and allowing yourself to be vulnerable, which means that you're not worried about being hurt or people lying or taking advantage, because you're over that trauma and you now have a degree of trust that you're able to walk forward with. And it doesn't mean that you just walk forward trusting anybody and everybody, because we all have intuition, and the intuition is something that will let you know whether you can trust someone or not. But it's not about not trusting them through the trauma. It's about using your intuition to know whether you should trust someone or not, but not the trauma of I can't trust anybody and I have to do this by myself. You don't have to do anything by yourself. Yeah. It's a very good year. 36 is a very good year. There's lots of opportunities that will come at 36, and it just means for you to nurture yourself. Nurture yourself, because when you nurture yourself, all your creations will come anyway. It's really nurturing yourself, nurturing this authenticity within you.